Welcome in another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Let's get started.
Time for some news. First of all, this weekend's the season opener for ASCS on Friday and Saturday at Canyon Speedway Park in Arizona. Our friends at the Racing Boys will have the free audio and you can get video. Go over the Racing Boys to find out. Also this weekend, the second race weekend for Lincoln Speedway in Pennsylvania, as it will be now a Sunday race at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Speaking of last weekend, the Pennsylvania fans must love their sprint car racing because they had to delay the program to let more fans into the track because the line was so long. It's nice to see how the Pennsylvania fans enjoy their sprint car racing. And in just a developing story now, that the chief operating officer with the World Racing Group, which is the World of Outlaws and Dirt Car, is no longer with the company. Tom Derry has resigned, effective immediately. He joined the organization in February of 2006. On the interim basis, the CEO, Brian Carter, will lead the competition aspects of the business, and CMO Ben Gessler will add oversight of event operations and promotion to his list of responsibilities. That's all we know at this time. And in our big breaking news, the final two drivers that have joined the Dirt Racing podcast team will be Travis Pence, the driver of the 305 Sprint Car. He'll be mainly at Burlington, at 34 Raceway, Burlington, Iowa. And then his son, Lucas Pence, an Arbox stock outlaw kart racer for the Compass Racing Development, will be at English Creek Speedway mostly. And that's a few miles away from the Knoxville Raceway. And on Compass Racing Development, sprint car driver McKenna Hassey's behind that. Her role will not change with the team. We're just adding a new role. So for all the Team Dirt Racing podcast information, we'll have updates through the season. Welcome aboard, guys. Coming to the Southern Iowa Speedway on August the 10th, it's the 25th Annual Front Row Challenge, featuring 410 winged sprint cars and $20,000 to win. And the very next night, the Ultimate Challenge featuring 360s and non-wings. More information available at Oski Challenges, or calling 515-957-0020 today. If you're know a racetrack or anything that needs racing related, needs a boost in promotions, you can either contact the Twitter page or the Facebook page, and we'll help you like we did for the Shamrock Classic and currently doing for the Front Row Challenge. And also, if you have questions, comments, or just want to know something, you can always check out our Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest updates and information. Welcome to the show, the promoter of the next week's Shamrock, Lauren Stewart. How's it going, Lauren?
Hi, Marshall. Good. Thanks for having me.
We've been promoting this, and it's finally now getting close.
I know. It's crazy, but the 5th annual is already next weekend.
And Friday night added twist.
Yeah, so we added an extra night of micro racing this year, which I'm really excited about. The micros have been a wonderful support class for this event, and they've really helped grow the event. So giving them a night of racing all to themselves is something that I'm pretty proud of.
And roughly how many of those cars so far entered?
We have around 50 micros entered already, which is awesome, and the list keeps growing every day. So I'm excited to see how many micros we'll have next weekend at the Shamrock Classic.
And it helps moving them from Saturday to Friday on the heat races instead of a longer day.
Right. That was a big part of the reason for adding Friday night. Last year, I did all of the micro racing on Friday, and we did some of it Friday morning, and it just felt a little bit rushed and crammed, and I don't want them to feel like they're not appreciated. So I think adding Friday night, giving them their own time to be on the track, and, it'll all be on flow racing, so kind of just to put those micros in the spotlight.
I know Saturdays for sure on flow.
Mm-hmm. Friday's on flow as well.
Oh, that's new. I didn't know that part.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have several questions to get to with this. Reserve tickets. If I would happen to decide to come before next week, can I still wear them and pick them up there or not?
So reserve tickets are only available online, and they're available through next Thursday. You can buy them, and you can buy them online, Shamrock Classic DuQuoin. If you decide on the day of to come to the event, general admission tickets and pit passes are available on race day.
And then if you had a reserve ticket, there's an upgrade you could do.
There is. So if you purchased a reserve ticket online and you get there on race day and decide that you want to upgrade to a pit pass, it's just an additional $10.
And then I know it's a non-USAC points race, but it's a show-up points, kind of like BC 39 is.
Right. So it's a USAC national event. You get show-up points for coming. Just because we do things a little different, we're not able to qualify, but we do the heat races and the qualifiers, so fans will still see plenty of great racing. But it is considered a special USAC event, but it's on the national schedule.
Kind of like for the sprint cars, like it is at Knoxville.
Right.
But they are bringing the draft, I saw.
Yeah, we're doing the draft for heat race lineups, so that'll be pretty exciting.
And then, of course, Friday night there's going to be a party after. I know. Ex-Gateway Track's going to be there.
Yep. So WWT Raceway came on board as a sponsor this year. I'm friends with Chris Blair and his team at WWT. My parents do the merchandise there. So being able to tie them in and help promote their IndyCar event they have later in the summer in St. Louis is exciting for us, and we're happy to have them. And they'll be around Friday night at St. Nick's Brewing restaurant there in DuQuoin. So if you come for the races on Friday or you're coming into town early, come join us at St. Nick's on Friday night because we'll have quite a fun kickoff party.
And then how did this idea get started? I know it was on the Chasing 200 DVD.
Yeah, so back in 2016 was the first Shamrock Classic, and my late fiance, Brian Clausen, he actually came to me and said, "Hey, how do you feel about being, promoters, about doing a race?" And I said, "Yeah, that sounds awesome, something to do in the future." And he said, "Well, what if we do it, in a couple months?" And he had actually already talked to Levi, and they had picked out a date. So Brian really is the one who started the Shamrock Classic, and I'm super proud to be able to continue it on.
And of course, if you know, I've seen some of the photos personally of Brian. You of course know the two dogs.
Oh yeah, Chevy and Stewart.
And you can see them at Aldor and some of the other places.
Oh yeah, Chevy and Stu come and tag along a lot. Unfortunately, they won't be in DuQuoin just because I'm so busy promoting the event that I don't have time to be a dog mom that weekend.
But they will accept treats.
Oh yeah, they always accept treats and belly rubs.
And then, I know the Clausen Marshall's going to be there. Some of the teams have signed up. How many of the Power Guy guys don't know yet?
Yeah, so we've already got over 30 midgets entered, which is awesome. And again, that entry list is growing every day. But of course, we'll have the powerhouse teams, the Keatkins Motorsports, Clausen Marshall, Petrie. So I'm excited to get going next weekend.
And you don't have to worry about rain out.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about indoor racing. We don't have to worry about rain or snow, so regardless of the weather, come join us in DuQuoin on Friday and Saturday.
I know I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's one of those I need to see a race.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a good time.
And then, who's all in charge, basically, of the racing side? I know USAC on the midgets, but the micros.
Yeah, USAC actually helps me out with the micros, too. It's an unsanctioned micro event, but we work together with USAC to direct those and score those as well.
So basically, Spurge is in charge.
Yep, Spurge and Levi, they're my guys.
I knew. At least they got somewhere to sit, unlike the BC 39 where they had to be on a forklift.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Flo has it.
Yep, you can tune in online at flowracing.com. If you're unable to join us, you can tune in and catch all the action.
And then Friday night, like I've been saying, it's either 1 Abraham Lincoln or 5 George Washingtons.
Exactly. Friday night, $5.
And this is also a fan-friendly event, too, right?
Oh, yeah, totally fan-friendly. We've got some exciting stuff. I'm always in the crowd, pumping things up, throwing out T-shirts. I've got a face painting station for the kids, a selfie station to take pictures at. So, I know that you're choosing to spend your money and come out and hang out with us, and we'll try to keep you entertained all night long.
And then more information right now is at the Facebook and all that.
Yep, you can find information online at Shamrock Classic DuQuoin and also on our event Facebook page, Shamrock Classic DuQuoin, Illinois.
And is there a chance you might go live that day just to show during the day?
Yeah, we'll probably do some, and we'll definitely be doing some social media stuff on Friday and Saturday, but going live on Facebook's a great idea, so I'll have to do that for a little bit.
You can always have me come do it.
Absolutely, you'll be there. I might have to have you come help me out.
Yeah, that's next week, but that's basically right now no outlaw race going on, only things ASCS, so it's the perfect time.
Yeah.
We thank you for your time. Looking forward to see you.
Well, thank you so much for having us on, and we'll see you for some Shamrock racing in DuQuoin.
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty, thank you, Marshall.
Alrighty. There you have it. If you need your racing fix next week, you can still get the reserve tickets, like she said, till Thursday of next week. But general admission for the actual race night is $20. We've been through it before. I'll be there. I'll try to get some interviews with drivers for upcoming shows. I can't wait to be there. But there's just not a whole lot of racing going on next week. Like we mentioned, ASCS is about the only thing open wheel. You have the World of Outlaws late models, but not a whole lot going on. So if you can't make it, you can also watch it on Flow. This is the quick review I just want to throw out there for the Tony Stewart racing game. I give it 7 out of 10. I really love the TQs. 305s I'm starting to get a little bit better with. 410 I struggle, but the only thing I don't really like on the 410 and 305 side is some of the prices for better parts. One of the tracks I really love is the mile track. I can't remember the name, but coming soon, and keep an eye on their Twitter page. There will be a DLC information announced soon for an upgrade. So that's my quick review on Tony Stewart. I give it 7 out of 10. You can get it on stream for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. And if you're on Xbox One, my handle is Marshall Haynes if you want to race against me some point. Thanks. Thanks for Lauren coming on the show. Right before we go, a little housekeeping note. because of low racing this weekend and me being at the show next weekend, there will be not a show. But I appreciate everybody listening to this podcast. And if you want any breaking news, check our Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Thanks for listening to another edition of the Racing Podcast.